Welcome back to BVarsity Live. Zach Ewing and Trevor Horn inside the TBC Media Studios in downtown Bakersfield. This is BVarsity Live. We have Centennial Football with us in the studio right now before their big game tomorrow at Bakersfield High. Coach Chad Brown, linebacker Parker Holbrook, and running back Brandon Robinson. And we've been talking about the game. We've been talking about the team, the season a little bit. Let's focus in on you guys as individuals just for a minute. But before we do that, I do want to mention the guy, the first time I saw y'all play against Clovis, who, and of course maybe this was the one game that he was the star above all stars, is Cole Beatty. I didn't know about the guy before the year. You watch him run, and he's okay. He's a good athlete, but he doesn't pop off the field at you until the game starts, and then all of a sudden, every time he touches the ball, he's doing something special. Coach, start with you. Did you know what you had in Cole, or when did you know what you had in Cole?
I think coming in, we knew that he was a good player. We had, talked to some people, seen him on some film as a sophomore last year up on the varsity level. And then just going in a passing league, when we do that during the summer, we're kind of playing around with, we're trying to find the right fit for everybody. And we always thought he was a defensive player because that's what we saw mostly on film, was making plays on defense. And then all of a sudden he started to pop out, making plays during passing league. And then all of a sudden he made more plays and more plays. And we thought, well, maybe there's something to this here. And we had no idea about the returning capabilities until we kind of got on the field and started doing it live. And he was taking stuff to the house, every night. But we learned real fast. And
then you got to think to yourself, now wait, is he good or is my kick return team just horrible right now?
No, I think the return team does a good job, and they bought into the schemes that we put in place, and we're pretty confident in them. And when you have everyone clicking on all cylinders and kind of buying into what you're doing, and you got a guy that's special like that catching the ball, and we got Brandon back there too, so we don't mind him catching it and getting behind the wall and going. But when you buy into it and you trust it, and you have some guts back there catching, especially in a punt, that's one of the scariest things to do, I think, in football in general. And catch it and can make the first guy miss and get to where you need to go, then it's a special thing, and it's been awesome to be that successful on special teams.
I meant kickoff coverage team, by the way.
Oh, sorry.
I said kickoff return team, but when you're in practice and he keeps taking it back against your guys, you start to think, now wait a minute, is this a problem or a good thing? I mean, that's sort of the quandary of preseason practice.
I got two quick questions.
Okay, go ahead.
One, the touchdown catch that he had. From my angle, it looked like Garza's defender grabbed it away from him. But that was a heck of a way for him to be able to harness it in and take it to the ground. And second, Brandon, where were you standing on the sideline? Because you didn't play last Friday. Where were you standing on the sideline when he had that over-the-top acrobatic catch?
Oh, to be honest, it was crazy because right before he was going to catch that catch, I told him, I was like, Cole Beatty, make a play. And goes up and catches it. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, Beatty as a player is outstanding. I mean, he's a great athlete, and I know he's going to be going places.
Because that Stanford receiver had that touchdown where he went around the UCLA defender and held the ball, and Cole's catch was
no less
impressive than that catch. It was incredible.
I mean, here's the thing, and Brandon, maybe I think teams may have been kicking away from you early in the year, and then they realized that was a really bad idea because then Cole gets a shot at it. Yeah. You've got the seat back there. And Cole's faster than he looks, and I understand that he's not. It's not like he's slow, but what is it about the way he returns kicks that makes him special? Is it a vision thing? Is it just knowing the blocking schemes? From your perspective, what do you see?
To be honest, I think Cole Beatty he reads the field real well. I mean, he's just a great athlete. He makes plays. And as an athlete, I mean, just like him, he's I would say like. He knows the game real well, and Cole Beatty, he's just outstanding on every level. I mean, I can't say so much about him, but he's just a great person overall. I would say his field vision is just 100. He sees everything. I mean, he can take it one way and then cut it right back, not knowing that anybody's there.
Just has that sixth sense. Huh?
It's crazy.
Somebody went into his Madden profile and moved the vision or the awareness all the way up to the top. All right, Parker, let's talk about you a little bit. We talked during the break. You said you really would like to continue your football career next year. You're a senior. This is the time of year things are still sort of up in the air. What are your plans for next year? Or what are your options for next year at this point?
I'm just waiting to see what God's lead is and see where he takes me and everything. And I'd be blessed to play at the next level. If not, probably play a couple years at BC. Kind of want to be a firefighter, so we'll see where God takes me.
All right. We like that.
I like it. I think it's a great career, and I like that anybody that already has a plan for their future. It's great.
And Brandon, as for you, we won't dig into this a whole lot, but we know that there have been ups and downs in your high school career. Let's say we mentioned you started at Independence, transferred to Centennial, have had myriad injuries throughout the years, different parts of your body betraying you. Got suspended last year at one point. Your grades went down. Tell us a little bit about last year and what that process was like for you as a learning experience.
As a learning experience, as any athlete, you go through things. And for me, I handled it in a way that, it was wrong. But I know as, just growing up, as, being older, you change, and it's just how you change as a person, and it's crazy because, like, it's what God has planned for you, and I love that I have, the loving support I have at Centennial, to have the guys I have around me. And the past is the past, and I just want to leave it in the past, and I just want to move forward to this year and look forward to this year, and I'm just going to keep riding with the guys I love the most and just get, hopefully the Valley Championship. And
we the injuries, I think it all started with the injuries for you last year, and then you get to this year, and, hey, it's a fresh start and everything, and boom, in your scrimmage, not even the first game, you had to get out after a play, felt a little tweak in your hamstring, if I remember correctly, and then you've had a couple of other sort of nagging injuries. How do you approach that differently this year than, say, you did last year? When you have to miss a game or miss a play or something like that, is your attitude different about that?
To be honest, I don't remember if I ever had a hamstring injury.
Okay.
But,
What kept you out of the scrimmage?
I'm thinking of that scrimmage against Ridgeview. You had to step out after.
To be honest, it was just precautionary.
Okay.
I had an ankle injury.
Okay.
But it wasn't much. I could have kept playing.
Right.
But non-league was about to start our first game.
Sure.
So I just wanted to be ready for our first game.
Gotcha.
But, yeah.
And then you missed last week's game. I guess that's just what I'm thinking is the injuries have still been maybe a smaller issue this year than they were last year when you broke your collarbone, right?
Yes.
But is your attitude different as you have to sit out?
My attitude is, it's not different. I trust in the guys that, are in front of me, I ride for the guys,
Yeah.
and the guys know I ride for them, It's just having each other's back, and I have every faith in, Hunter Giletti and Cedric Crawford. We're in rotation that, our coaches believe in us, because we have so many athletes and we show up every night and we prove it.
Sure.
Cedric and Hunter, just great runners. I have all the faith in the world in those guys, and I just leave it up to them. They're really good, really good athletes.
Yeah.
And Chad, here he is, a guy that could have folded up, but now Brandon's got the opportunity. He's got a scholarship offer from Wyoming. You said you're going December 11th
Yes.
for your official visit. For you as a coach, how much pride do you get in knowing that one of the best football players you have is also a guy that is overcoming all that and and stepping into this leadership role and hopefully teaching others that it's you can make a mistake, but you can learn from it and get better from it too.
I think we talked, and I've talked to him a lot. Everyone makes a mistake, and I like that you said it's the past of the past, and you don't let the past define what you're doing and how you're going forward. Everyone makes a mistake. It's about how you react to it. It's about what you're doing now, in a sense. And he's had some bumps along the way, even this season, and he's reacted in the correct way and grown from it. And you can see he's matured from some of the past ways he may have reacted to things. And he'll tell you that, and he knows he's growing, and that's comfortable. It makes you real comfortable knowing that your best athlete, one of your premier athletes on the team, is behind his teammates and ready to go and has confidence in them and has learned and is moving forward as not only a football player but a person, which is the most important thing.
Well, I was going to say, as a coach, your most important job is to make these guys grow as men, not just as football players. And we had Ricky Ashita preseason talk about that a lot. That's something that maybe takes some adjusting as you're a coach thinking so much about the X's and O's, but also you got to coach young men here.
Yeah, absolutely. And sometimes as coaches, you get caught up in that part about the wins and the losses and what you're doing on the field. And I try to, and sometimes just little things refocus you, and you got to realize what you're really there for. And you're there for the young men and hopefully, like you said, having them grow and learn from their mistakes, and you're there to help them through that time. And like I said, sometimes you lose track of that, but I don't know where hopefully you have a support system at home around you that'll get you back on track and doing the right things. And like I said, I hope we win a lot of football games. Don't get me wrong. I want to
gonna
win.
say,
I want to do some great things out there. That's definitely high on the priority list. But the ultimate's got to be, learning from all the experiences you have on the field, on and off the field, and taking it forward with you in your life and whatever you want to do, whether it's go play football or be a firefighter or what you're moving on with your life, that you could take it on there. And I tell them, I hope you take these things and you become great people and you become great in whatever you decide to do, and great fathers a long time from now, but great fathers when you're there, and that's the ultimate goal, to be great in everything you do and learn from the lessons you've had in football.
Parker, did you almost get it running back in the fourth quarter?
Did I?
Yeah.
Well, now you're really making him laugh.
No, I swear I saw you line up and then you got pulled out. At one point when you guys are running into like the fifth string because everybody seems to be going down for – no?
I don't remember, but I really wanted to get in it.
Maybe he just sort of wandered over there hoping nobody would notice.
I thought I
was
saw
telling him
24
to
out
put
there
it in.
lining
I
up
was
in the
like, I don't
backfield at
recall.
one point. I mean, Parker, how much fun is this, man? I mean, here you guys are 5-2. You're undefeated in the league. You're going to Griffith Field tomorrow night. There's all the pomp and circumstance that it can be. But how much fun has this been for you the last 2 months?
Football, it's always been my thing. I've always loved it. It's the thing I like to do. It's where I let off my steam. It's just where I have fun. And having a good football season this year, it's been amazing. Like, we haven't had a season like this since I've been playing at Centennial High School. And, like, it's a really cool thing coming in undefeated in the league so far, coming in playing BHS, looking at a league title, maybe a Valley Championship. Who knows? But I think we're going strong, and I'm really digging it.
Brandon, how about you? It's senior year, down to just a handful of games left, 3 games left, and then the playoffs. What are you feeling going into a BHS game tomorrow night?
To be honest, I'm more than excited. I mean, it's crazy how time has gone so fast, I mean, becoming a senior I didn't think it was going to come this fast. I mean, playing with the guys that, I love the most. I mean, it's just an unbelievable feeling, and I want to give all my energy and pour all the sweat just for these guys, and I don't want to have the, regrets. I want to come out into the field knowing that we showed up and we played hard and we want we want to win, and I just know that we're capable of anything. Everything's possible. I think our team honestly can win Valley. I mean, that's just my opinion, honestly. I mean, I think we're a high capable team. We just got to, prove it and let people know every Friday night, So we just got to, show people what we are.
Absolutely. It's getting down to crunch time, and maybe the underrated Golden Hawks, maybe they're going to prove that on Friday night. It'll be live on Bakersfield.com at 7 o'clock. Senior year, I mean, I think even speaking for the older guys in the room, we feel like our senior year should still be going. Where did they go? They're like 15 years ago. It's over. Well, or like, 30 years ago? How old are you? Like 52? Oh, no, I'm sorry. The glasses are from 1952. Okay. We'll take a break. Hey, Brandon Robinson, Parker Holbrook, Chad Brown, thanks for joining us, guys. Yep. I rendered him speech. I did it, everybody. I made Trevor speechless. We'll be right back on BVarsity Live.